Good evening. Matt Cussell, Order of the Black Dragon. Tonight, for a couple minutes, I'd like to discuss a couple things I was studying on. Mind control, spiritual power, atheism. But I want to get to the spiritual power realm. It's not a realm, but you know what I mean. The spiritual power thing is what you can go beyond. If you ever listen to somebody like Rudolf Steiner, I'll give you a couple names. David Icke, E.A. Koetting, well, obviously Crowley. Koetting is more of a demonologist, and he's all right too and stuff, but there's Michael Ford, but he's just, he's Luciferian and such. But to the spiritual power in a spiritual sense, I guess one doesn't have to call themselves a certain type, like a Luciferian, Satanist, Wiccan, whatever you want to call it. All we know that I call myself a Satanist, a traditional Satanist, theistic, or whatever you want to call it. There's a spiritual power and an ability that works with me, and that's Satan to me. I study black magic. I do black magic. I do different things. It's very independent. I keep a lot to myself. And like I said, mind things, or using your mind. For instance, today, I'll share a short thing. I got back into town here from my work, and I had an illness. And like I said, I've been coughing. I have COPD. But that's just was brought on myself, but I haven't smoked cigarettes or anything in 5 years, so it's all clearing out. Takes time. I caught it early, and I coughed so much on the bus ride back before I got to where the secretary was going to pick me up in Green Bay, Wisconsin, that I had such a pain in my side I could barely get in his car. I come back, I summoned the serpent, as I said before. I summon Satan, and I believe in my mind also with Lord Satan. When you walk with Lord Satan, or you want to call him Lord Lucifer, or whatever you want, you start entering your inner mind, whereas a lot of people don't. And a lot of people too, like Crowley and that. I mean, I'm not bad-mouthing the guy or badgering him, but Crowley was quite a person too, but then again, also Crowley did a lot of hallucinogenics and stuff like that. I mean, what was real? What I like to do when I'm doing things and such is that I usually like to be pretty on the level. I mean, I drink alcohol and stuff, but I don't use any drugs no more or anything. Not that there's anything wrong with that. If somebody wants to do their own thing, we're not going to get on some Christian realm here, because we're not. We're freedom people. And when you see things work, and you see things when you use your mind in a spiritual manner, also I call it Lord Satan, which is real for me. There's only one God to me, and that's Lord Satan. And when you see these things work, maybe it'll take a day or two after, maybe it'll hit right then, maybe it won't. But back to what I said about my stomach, when I done that, Lord Satan was putting in my mind to take a bicycle ride, even though it was 6 degrees out. I took a bicycle ride and come back. That's it. That's all she wrote. It was gone. What you can use with your mind and what you can use with your spiritual incense and power is totally awesome. And for me, that is Lord Satan. Hail Satan, and have a good evening.